So I just got back from the A&R Power Summit. It was awesome. It was very informative. Just great vibe. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. Jess James was an awesome host. I mean, he just walked around, made sure everybody got to where they needed to be, just was comfortable and just got what they needed, and he was awesome. The manager at Helen Mills Theater, she was wonderful. I mean, these people were just really making sure that everybody had a thorough good time, and that everyone did, because I've been burning a hole in this mug. So yeah, Jess James was awesome. The staff from Helen Mills Theater, they were awesome. The venue was wonderful, as you'll see, or as you have seen looking at the video. The vibe was great. Everybody was really friendly. Everybody was really sociable. I'm just like, wow. Like, it was just totally worth all the investment. Like they say, you gotta spend money to make money, and it was just totally worth it. Met some wonderful personalities and got lots of information and did lots and lots of networking. And at my demo session, listening session, I got evaluated by Octavius from Universal, and he was really nice. He actually listened to all my tracks, which was very encouraging. And this is the actual sheet that they gave out. It says A&R's demo evaluation form. There's the Universal O for Octavius. Alright, so on lyric and content, I got a 9, which is stellar, freaking awesome. I'm freaking out because that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's, what do you call it? Just validation that, you know, I spit from the heart, and so that was just really, I'm most proud of that. Production, he gave me an 8, which is also awesome, considering that most of the tracks on the album, I found them all from the internet, and you know, not anything local or anything. I found and listened to them, just digging and picked them out. So shout out to Speedy from Senegal. Shout out to Hard Knock Beats that did Fuck What You Say. Speedy did the new Sarah Alert, and Caprice, who did STL Anthem. Shout out to all of you. Thanks for the wonderful production, and thanks for all your help. Originality, he gave me an 8, which is also just wonderful, just because, I mean, you can't get no better than that. That just tells me that I don't sound like anybody else, I'm not mimicking anybody else, I have my own style, so that's wonderful too. Song selection, he gave me a 7, which is pretty good. It's actually good. It's better than 5, so anything above 5 is just like rocking. Don't exactly know what song selection really means or what that entails, but it's still great, and it's the lowest score on the paper, so that's alright. And keep it moving. Marketability, he gave me an 8, which is awesome, so that means that I have a chance to, I'm good for branding and just music and just overall together. So we look at the scores. We got a 9, an 8, an 8, 1, 7, and an 8, and that is just pretty darn good, if I must say so myself. Also, so the whole point of it is you were supposed to only sit down with one A&R, so that had like a lot of people freaking, because they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many A&Rs here, and everybody wanted to get a chance to get them their music or just to get a word in. But they were like, oh, you can only sit down with one people, and then it was based on availability. And so it was like, oh, everybody was just like, oh, kind of networking around the room. But after a while, I did network with some great people. Conrad from PIP, which is also from, let me get my list here. Bad Boy, from Bad Boy. He was also really nice, really funny. Met a lot of producers that were also very nice and very funny. Just countless people. A1 Jones from Universal Canada. There are a couple people from Canada, and they were just really, really nice. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. What's his name? Robert Celestin. He is a entertainment lawyer. Really, really, I don't have anything bad to say about anybody, because everybody was personable. Everybody gave you the time of day. There was like no Hollywood bullshit. There was like none of that, which is very, very encouraging, because when you hear other people talk just about industry functions, or where you're just trying to get yourself heard and get out there, you hear all these like horror stories, or oh man, they shitted on me, they did this and this and this. It was not like that at all. Everybody was just, I don't know, just like family or something. It was all great. Nobody had attitudes. Nobody came in there with like nothing. I mean, everybody really, really, really supported one another, whether it was just from the A&Rs and working with their own people, or just upcoming artists themselves. Like, everybody was just really supportive of each other, and that was very positive. That was very encouraging. Who else? Millennium Lion from Asset Management. Victor Lloyd Smith is the president and CEO from that. DigiWax, Will Gordon from DigiWax, they do media and online presence and promotion, so that's something that's really good. I also met this, I love her. She was so hot with information. She's from thisis50.com profile/Eve. Really good, really supportive, and you know, we connected, and you know, just big ups throughout the whole convention. She was networking, doing her thing. I was networking, doing my thing. So it was just really, really cool to have a female comrade in there. We also got Carlos Tony Capone Acosta from Universal Motown. He's executive vice president. Also, really nice person. We got to talk to a lot of people. I got to see Rick Morales from Shady Records. That was a thing too, because like I said, they only told you that you could see one person, but later on in the evening when I went back up there, it's just like, oh, you see them sitting down with other people, and I didn't know that because I was trying to follow the rules. And had I not did that, then I probably would have gotten to sit down with more people like I didn't know. I was just trying to be a good person, but ain't nothing wrong with that. So I got in late in the game, but I was still able to pull Rick's to the side. I got him to listen to my CD. The most constructive advice that he gave me was that I need better production, which is like, I need that. You need more producers, and then get out there and just network and get more quality songs and get more quality music. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just more like I said, just getting out and meeting people, and to fit my style and everything that I'm trying to do. So that was the only bad thing. He didn't say anything about anything else, so I was just like, okay, great, kudos. It's really, really nice person. Only person that didn't get to meet that I was kind of disappointed was Dre McKenzie from G Unit. Of course, everybody was like all over G Unit, all over that whole thing, so his like whole booth stayed like busy. Now, there's one thing I could say about the A&Rs. Octavius, he stayed really late. Rick stayed really late. Dre, they both stayed really late. I mean, they were up there like for hours. I mean, just really just taking the time. That was very admirable. I didn't get to speak with him at the last minute, but I did get everybody in the conference in my package, so hopefully he'll be able to, you know, take a listen to it and give some feedback. He really sat down with each artist, what I noticed, and gave lots and lots and lots of feedback that I could have used. Really wanted it, but he had to get out, and that's, you know, hey, take what you can get. But so he was cool. And who else? Robert Celestin. We said that DJ Jazz, he DJ'd the whole function. Really funny guy, really personable. I got a lot of people shout outs on YouTube and gave them a chance to promote themselves, so you'll see some of them there. There's a young woman, Amanda Precise McIntyre Chavis. She was on the publishing lawyer money maker panel. And as you'll see, as you have seen watching the video, that lady knows her stuff, and she has an artist management company. Submitted my package to her. I hope to work with her. Just really, really nice lady, and just knows her stuff, and know that she can give me some sound advice, and if not direction, or hook me up with the right people.